Hello. This is another video intended to bring you to enlightenment, to give you the experience of enlightenment. In the previous video, I introduced you to meditation and told you about the body and mind aspect of meditation. If you're coming on this video and you do not have that instruction in meditation, or you do not have any type of meditation, I think it would be a good idea if you reviewed it before we continue with this video. Now, if you have been introduced to the meditation, I think a good way to start this session is for us just to sit together in meditation for a bit. You know what the technique is all about. The main consideration is that you just relax. Just relax. And let's sit together for a little while. Good. Now to tell you a bit about the benefits of this meditation. One thing that it does is that it quiets mind. I don't usually say our mind or my mind because it isn't our mind. That comes later down the path. So you'll just have to take my word for it unless you're already there. So that's why I'll say mind, or not say my mind, your mind. I might not even say the mind. I'll just say mind. So one thing it does to benefit mind is it decreases the traffic in mind by sitting in meditation. In our workday, in our family life, even in our recreation, we have a lot of traffic going through our mind, a lot of thoughts and emotions. And when we sit, as we sit for a while, they begin to quiet. It's sort of like the difference between 5 o'clock and p.m. traffic and 2 o'clock in the morning traffic. Just, it's more quiet. The mind becomes more quiet. And it becomes more open. As it quiets, it isn't preoccupied with the occurrences of mind like it was previously. And those two happenings that result from meditation are very good for our life and for the lives of others. And they are also quite beneficial in getting in touch with this environment that is being created. So that's one of the benefits of meditation. Another one that I have mentioned previously is that it's a chance for us to go from doing to being. Most everyone's life is pretty much filled with doing while they're awake. They're occupied with agendas that they have created, plans that they have, hopes and fears about their life. In ways that they can ameliorate things that are of concern to them. When we sit in meditation, as we begin to relax, we will find that we start getting some sense of simply being, not doing anything, just being. That being is an aspect of enlightened mind. That's how enlightened mind is. It's in that state. It basically rests in its own nature. There's no need with that mind to do more. There's no feeling or suggestion to do more, because it's perfect. That mind is perfection. So there's no inclination to improve on it or try to adjust it in any way. So the meditation gives us a chance to contact being, the being that is a part of enlightened mind. What I am trying to awaken in you you will not be able to figure out. There is no way intellectually that you are going to be able to talk yourself into experiencing what is being transmitted here. So the point is, don't try to do anything including any intellectual exercises. Simply be here, because enlightenment happens. We don't create it. We don't stimulate it. It happens. We can put ourselves in situations where it's more likely to happen. But for the thing itself to actually manifest, we are helpless. In engineering a way for it to happen. Now, the question that may arise, how would we know if we're experiencing the enlightened mind that I'm referring to? Is it possible that it's being transmitted now and you don't know about it? Yes, actually, that is possible. That it could be transmitted right now and you wouldn't know about it. It's happened to me. By that I mean that in this present instant, you may not be aware of it, but tomorrow, or possibly the next day, you'll get it. You'll know that there has been transmission. Something has happened. Okay, your mind is in a place it's never been before. So there can be delayed reactions like this. And what sort of things would happen? Well, you might all of a sudden become more relaxed than you have ever been in your life. Completely relaxed. All your anxieties or subtle concerns, things that we carry around with us, the nukes. Putin just talked about the nukes yesterday. If we threaten the sovereignty of Russia and his back is against the wall, he will use nukes. He's right out there with it. These things are in our life, okay? We might not think nuke, 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 nuke. But these pressures are with us all the time. Global climate change, things like this, you know. There's no water in the western reservoirs. I mean, it's fallen 300 feet. I mean, these things, these subtle things that are always working, they all go away. And we are completely and utterly relaxed in a way we haven't even come close to. So that will be something that you might feel. You may suddenly find that you're much more compassionate. I remember after being with a teacher, I walked outside and there was a homeless man sitting there. And I went over to him and sat down and started to talk to him. It wasn't any sort of planned situation. It was just mind had been changed by the teacher. And I was experiencing a transmission of enlightened mind that was heightening my sense of compassion. It can happen in many, many different ways. For example, I was with my teacher serving him breakfast one morning, and he was so gentle, incredibly gentle. Rinpoche, would you like this? And yes, please. I mean, in a way I could never copy. He was so gentle. What struck me was how fearless one would have to be that gentle. That's what struck me. And I did my shift and I left. It was evening. I went back home to my apartment. And I had an old red spread that I had for years. And it was sitting on the couch, and it was night, and some lights were on around the couch. And I looked at the red spread, and it was the most beautiful color of red I had ever seen to that point. It was so beautiful. I'd seen it 1,000 times. It never did anything to it. That red color was so beautiful. And the cover was sort of heaped up a little bit in areas. And the shadows that were thrown by the lights, it was like mountains with shadows underneath. The shadows were so black, intense black. And it just looked like a small landscape with mountains and valleys and intense black shadows and that gorgeous red. So then I knew he had got me again. He had got me again. You might also look at your dreams. I've had many dreams, various dreams with sort of an enlightened background. I've had quite a few dreams about my teacher, Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche, and anything can happen in the dreams. I mean, there's nothing that recurs over and over again in the dream. But when your teacher or an enlightened person is in the dream, it's like someone turns a rheostat up on a light. It just gets much more vivid. That aspect of the dream gets much more vivid. You will remember it the next day. It will be really, really vivid in a way you haven't seen before. So that's another way that you can get a sense that something happened there. Something happened. Okay, let's sit a little bit more now. Just relax. Let's just be together here and sit. try to do your meditation on a daily basis as we outlined earlier. I think we'll stop now. And remember to take very good care of yourself. Because we want to progress. We want to get what's going on here. So don't risk your life and limb or your sanity and spoil your chances. Well, I hope I see you on the next video.